Vaspur Hannover in 4th place. Jadran Herceg Novi and Dynamo Tbilisi also have a realistic chance to clinch the last spot. So now the team talks in the water. Spandau will play in the white caps, Recco in the blue ones this time. I should say the dark caps. It's Alexander Ivovic who is keeping the team talk. So regarding Recco, they started here in December with a 11-9 win against Marseille. Then they defeated Ortigia in the All-Italian encounter 10-7. And in the end Spandau 19-6, but that time it was another Spandau in March. They looked much better. So in early March, Recco started against Olympiacos 14-8, against Juk Dubrovnik 18-3, one of the big sensations regarding the 15-goal difference so far in the tournament. Then they beat Marseille in a tough game 10-8, and another win against Ortigia 10-3. So 7 games and 7 wins. That's the performance so far by Recco. Spandau lost all 3 matches here in December. 13-7 against Juk, 13-9 to Olympiacos, and 19-6 against Recco. Then they clinched their first point in March, 7-0 against Marseille. And then a big win against Ortigia, 12-6, before going down against Juk Dubrovnik, 12-10. But they were really in good shape. And in the last match here in March, an 8-all draw against Olympiacos. They also had a realistic chance to win that encounter against the 2018 champion. So just a few words about the referees of this match. Veselin Mišković from Montenegro and Andrej Franulovic from Croatia are the 2 referees. Mr. Angel Moliner and Mark Koganov, the 2 TWPC delegates from LEN, the European Federation. So we are heading for the first swim-off of the game. Once again, Spandau in the white caps and Recco in the dark caps. Marko Bijac will start in the Recco goal. And it's, of course, Laszlo Baksa, the great Hungarian goalkeeper, in front of the Spandau goal. So there's the first sprint. And the first match here in the 3rd bubble tournament in Ostia. And Recco wins the first swim-off. They have the first possession of the ball. And it's Pietro Fioli. He's looking for some help. That's a free throw. Francesco Di Fulvio getting that. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Fioli. Now only 4 seconds. They need to shoot now. And the first save performed by Laszlo Baksa, one of the heroes of Spandau here in March. Excellent performance by the Hungarian goalkeeper in the 2nd bubble tournament. Fioli. Di Fulvio. Fioli. There's a pass to the center forward. No foul. And another save by Baksa. That's a fantastic one. But Recco still has the possession. So another 20 seconds for the Italian team. Fioli. And there's the first exclusion of the game. Marino Chagai, the Croatian international, who is out for 20 seconds. The first 6-on-5 situation for Recco. And they score this time. Once again, Baksha has a fingertip on this ball, but that didn't turn to be enough to perform the save. So 1-0 for Recco. So the Serbian left-hander Dusan Mandic, who makes it 1-0 for Recco. So the first offensive play from the Germans. And they get free throw. Nikola Dedovic taking that. Ari Restovic also gets the call. Dedovic. Restovic. 1 second. And the shot clock runs down. Now a chance for Recco to double their lead. Captain Alexander Ivovic is also in the water. Great move by Laszlo Baksha. He has the ball now. And a chance to make an equalizer for Spandau 04. Dedovic. Strelevski. Back to Nikola Dedovic. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And maybe it was a slight touch by Marko Bijac. In the end, it was the right post which saved Recco. And it's still 1-0. Mandic. Di Fulvio. Ivovic. Luongo. 3 seconds on the shot clock and the pass to the center forward. And there's a second exclusion. And it's the captain, Maris Jungling, who leaves the pool for 20 seconds. Nice play. And goal number 2 for Recco. That was a classic power play situation and a classic play by the Italians. Excellent finish. So Nikša Dobud makes it 2-0 for the Italians. Great start by Recco. Restovic. Dmitry Holod, the Russian, gets another free throw, and it's even an exclusion. So the first 6-on-5 situation for Spandau. Restovic, what a chance to score a consolation goal. Dedovic, Holod. Now only 5 seconds and a crucial finish. And that means it now 2-1 for Recco. The Germans managed to tighten the gap. And it's a young Janek Chiru who scores, and it's Spandau 1, Recco 2. And of course, it's goal number 1 for him in the whole tournament. Echenike. Younger. is the post, and the Germans have the possession now, so they now even have the chance to make an equalizer. 3 minutes into the clock before the first break. Dedovic. And exclusion, so another 6-on-5 for Spandau 04. And it's already exclusion number 2 for Alessandro Velotto. He has to be very careful now. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Holod, and the bad pass. Or I should say it was Aaron Younger who expected the ball, and he got it. So it remains 2-1 for Recco. Now Gonzalo Echenique. Younger. Inside the last 2 minutes of the quarter, the shot clock had already run down, so that the goal doesn't count, of course. And there's a long pass. Holod. Restovic. The angle is pretty tight, and that's a great defensive play by the Italians. Nicolo Figari made his tackle. Echenique once again. A low pass and a lob shot. Hitting only the crossbar. So once again Spandau survives. Baksha. Hard fighting Spandau, just like in early March here in Ostia. Holod. Dedovic. That's a free throw. And it's a goal, and the goal counts, of course. He was fouled outside the 6-meter line. So it's a great goal. He was absolutely allowed to shoot directly from this free throw. And the Spandau scores twice in a row, and it's 2-2 between the German and the Italian team. And all in all, it's goal number 10 already here in Ostia by Nikola Dedovic. He scored a total of 9 goals in the first 2 bubble tournaments. Fioli. And exclusion once again. So that's Sekulic. He's the excluded player. And still 18 seconds to come. So Recco still has time to regain the 2-goal difference. Great play. And there's the mistake. And they have the rebound, but Baksha has the possession of the ball. So Spandau survives. And surprisingly, it's Spandau 2, Recco 2 after the first quarter. So that's a different Spandau in comparison to that one which played here in December in the first bubble tournament when they went down by 19 goals to 6 against Recco. So we are waiting, of course, for the first quarter statistics. Well, of course, Gabriel Hernandez, the coach of Recco was pretty satisfied with the performance of his team after the first 2 bubble tournaments. He said, with the ticket for the final 8 in our pocket, first place is the next goal to hit. Doesn't give you the certainty of anything, but it's always better to finish first than second. Against Olympiacos and Jug, we'll find more difficulties than in the second bubble. We face them a few days after the pre-Olympic tournaments. A tough competition that burnt a lot of mental energy. So that's what Gabi Hernandez said. But also Spandau has improved a lot since the start of the main round here in the Champions League. Spandau beat Ludwigsburg by 14-5 in the last round, the previous round I should say, in the German Champions League, Championship last week, and then the team of Neukölln by 19-3, so 2 easy wins. And they also beat the main rival in their group, Potsdam, by 9-5. They were trailing by 5-4, but they managed to score the last 5 goals of the game. So that means that regarding the physical conditions, Spandau is still in a good shape, just like in March. Last week in Serie A1, so in the Italian Championship, Posillipo played against Recco, and it was 23-4, would you believe or not, for Recco. They beat another former Champions League winner. The team of Napoli is not in the best shape now. So Recco has 12 points after 4 games in the championship. They also have 100% record there, just like here in the Champions League. Now the first exclusion of the second quarter. So power play for Recco, and Baksha makes the save. So plenty of missed chances by Recco towards the end of the first quarter, and also in the first offensive play here in the second one. Now even an opportunity for Spandau to take the lead, but not this way. That was a perfect tackle by Stefano Luongo. Echenike. Shot goes wide. No touch by Laszlo Baksha this time. So no corner throw, and it's even an exclusion from Recco. Well, Nikša Dobud has to leave the pool now. The third extra man situation for Spandau. Restovic. Strzelecki. Another missed chance, however. Still 2-all. Biac passes the ball forward. Mandic. No foul on the center forward. It's a goalless period so far. More than 2 minutes gone. And that's a turnover foul committed by Dmitry Holod, the Russian international. Maybe a chance to score a turnover goal. And they do that. Luongo on the score sheet, and Recco once again had the lead. It's a goal number 9 all in all here in the Champions League main run for Stefano Luongo, the first one now in the third bubble tournament. 8 field goals and 1 goal coming from a penalty. Dedovic. Followed by Younger. Jungling. Dedovic. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And that's a great goal. And actually an action goal for Spandau. A classic center forward goal, I should say. So Mateusz Chuk makes the equalizer. Chuk was born in Croatia, in the capital Zagreb. Former Macedonian international player, but he's been representing the German national team for a couple of years now. And another turnover foul. So far the Germans hasn't managed to take the lead in this match, but now they have another chance. Kolod. Now only 5 seconds on the shot clock, and they are pretty far away from the Recco goal. And the shot clock runs down. It's almost halfway through the second quarter. It's Spandau 3, Recco 3. Younger. Fioli. Mandic. Younger. Great defensive play by the Germans, but that's an exclusion. So now 6-on-5 for Recco. And what a goal! A perfect finish by Recco. And it's Recco 4, Spandau 3. And Dusan Mandic scoring his second one this afternoon. All in all, it's already goal number 13 in the tournament, in the whole tournament. Dedovic. Jungling. Gets the call. Now only 7 seconds on the shot clock. And an easy save by Marko Bijac. It's only save number 2 by the Croatian goalkeeper. So it remains 4-3, and the Italians are pushing forward to score goal number 5. And they have good chance to do that. Another power play. Denis Strzelecki is out. His first exclusion foul. And there's goal number 5. Another power play goal by the Italians. So Recco 5, Spandau 3. Nicolo Figari with the latest goal. Dedovic. Followed. A low pass, and it's a fantastic one. And a perfect goal by Spandau. And that's another consolation goal. Once again, it's only a one goal difference between the two. Lucas Gillen makes it 4-5 from the view of the Germans. Natural-born Dutchman, of course, Lucas Gillen, former player of Utrecht. Who represented the Dutch national team until 2016, and then he changed and obtained German citizenship as well. So he's been representing Germany since then. Inside the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, the first half, I should say, so the second quarter. And the turnover foul. So can they make the equalizer once again, the Germans? Jungling, Dedovic. Restovic. An exclusion from Recco. Pietro Fioli with his first major foul. And the fourth power play situation for Spandau. Restovic. Great block. And now Recco has the possession. Excellent defensive play by the Italians. And they needed that to avoid the equalizer. Now the last minute of this quarter. Younger shoots wide. .44 seconds on the clock, 24 now on the shot clock. Dedovic. And the shot goes over the crossbar. So it remains 5-4, and another offensive play for Recco. The last 20 seconds of the second quarter. Luongo needed some correction after his bad pass. And that's an action goal. Francesco Di Fulvio with 3.4 seconds remaining on the clock makes it 6-4 for Recco. Well, it was Stefano Luongo who scored the first goal of this quarter when he made it 3-2 for Recco. And most probably he scores the last one as well. Really entertaining second quarter with a total of 6 goals. 4 of them coming from Recco and only 2 from Spandau, who also had their chances to even turn the score. They had a couple of missed opportunities, missed power play situations as well. But they are still in this match. At halftime, it's only a 2-goal difference between Recco, the top favorite of this tournament, and Spandau Nulfear. Well, actually, it's a team with a total of 8 titles against another one with 4 titles. So the all-time ranking leader, Recco, against the tied 4th in the all-time ranking, Spandau. Recco, of course, managed to clinch the championship title 8 times, and they also clinched the 7 silver medals. Mladost in second place with 7 titles and 4 silver medals. Partizan Belgrade from Serbia, 7 gold and 3 silver medals. And then come Yuk Dubrovnik and Spandau with 4 titles and 4 silver medals each. It was, however, the 80s when Spandau had their golden era. They won the titles 4 times. First one in 1983 when they beat Dynamo Alma-Ata from the Soviet Union. That time the system was quite different, so there was a final with 2 matches. The first one, the Soviets managed to win by 10-7, but in the second one, the return match, it was 10-6 for Spandau. So they made a historical win 3 years later. In the final against the Hungarian team BVRC, they also managed to turn the score in the second match. They lost the first one by 9-7, then won the second one by 7-4. And they retained their title in 87 against Soviet team Dynamo Moscow. 10-5 at home and 8-7 a loss, but only a narrow loss in the return match. And in 1989, it was Spanish team Catalunya. It was the first match by 11-10 in Berlin. And in the second match in Barcelona, it was 11-all. So that was title number 4 for Spandau Null Fear. Germans also managed to win the Land Super Cup twice in 1986 and 87. There's a second Simov, and it's won once again by Recco. 2-goal lead for the Italians. And now Pietro Fioli with the ball. Mandic. And that's a steal by the Germans. Mitej Holod who gets the ball now. Baksha. One player from each team left behind. So now the Germans losing a couple of seconds. They only have 9 seconds to finish this offensive play. Chagai. Either throws the ball towards the corner, not to give the chance for Recco to make a quick counter-attack. Mandic. Ivovic. First exclusion of quarter number 3 and the first goal as well. Quick reaction by the Italians. And for the first time in this match, they have a 3-goal lead, 7-4. So Ben Hallock, the American, makes it 7-4. Former player of Stanford University, 2-time All-American, and a 2-time Coutinho Award winner in the United States. Was also National Player of the Year in 2018. So another chance for Recco to extend the lead. Slow start by the Germans here in the third quarter. Mandic. And Baksha now with the ball. Two minutes into the third period. The Germans desperately need a consolation goal. Holod. Strzelecki. And once again they finish this offensive play without a single shot. Of course, really good and impressive defensive play by Recco. Ivovic. And the shot goes wide. Francesco Di Fulvio missing the target. Baksha needs some help. Dedovic. Just an ordinary foul, so no exclusion this time. Mateuchuk was fouled. Dedovic. And that's even a turnover foul. So the Germans are still without a single goal here in the third quarter. Ivovic. Mandic. Ivovic. And an exclusion. Foul on Nikša Dobud. And it's exclusion number 2 already by Denis Strzelecki. He's also on the edge of ejection, just like Marino Chagai and Alessandro Velot on the other side. A comfortable save by Laszlo Baksha. Save number 5 by the Hungarian goalkeeper. Korod. 41.7% save efficiency by Laszlo Baksha. Now the Germans have the extra man advantage. Alexander Ivovic leaves the pool for the first time in this match. Dedovic, great goal. And it's goal number 2 from Nikola Dedovic this game. And the Germans are back once again. They tighten the gap to only 2 goals. Record 7, Spandau 5. And all credit to the Germans for this great spirit after such difficulties in the previous days. And despite the missing key players, Stam, Sodegi and Piashivac, they are fighting really hard against the top favorite of this Champions League edition. Echenique. And that's a turnover foul committed by Dusan Mandic. Gilan. Inside the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. Now only 6 seconds on the shot clock. And now Recco has the possession of the ball. Mandic. Fioli. Baksha moving out of his goal and he does it perfectly. One goal each in the third quarter so far. Hellock scoring for Recco and Dedovic for Spandau. And another German power play. Second major foul of Pietro Fioli. Biac with the save, but Germans still have the chance to score their 6th goal. Jungling. And that's a great goal. So Spandau 6, Recco 7, and it's once again a very tight game. Janek Kiru for the 2nd time on the score sheet today. And also the 50-year-old Bence Haverkamp, the young Hungarian, was in the water, and he was part of this great offensive play. Ecerica. So Recco has to work hard for this 8th victory. Ecerica 5 seconds on the shot clock, and great save by Baksha. Save number 6. Almost a 50% save efficiency by the Hungarian. Once again, one of the best players of his team. Ecerica. 50 seconds on the clock, but now only 7 seconds on the shot clock. Another free throw. And the shot clock runs down. So chance to make an equalizer for Spandau. After being down by 7 goals to 4. Now they have the opportunity to score 3 times in succession. Jungling. They are very far away from the goal. Teleski. No intention to finish this offensive play with a shot. 9 seconds before the last break. Younger. See the Australian. Shoots from distance, and an easy save by Laszlo Baksha. So very interesting 3rd period. Ben Hellock, the American international of Recco, scoring the 1st goal in this quarter. But then Dedovic and Kiru with 2 German goals in a row, and that means it's only 7-6 for Recco before the last quarter. Well, don't forget that we'll have 2 other top matches today. Actually, maybe the biggest games in this 3rd double tournament, actually on Monday, between Juk Dubrovnik against Olympiacos Piraeus, starting at 5:45 local time. And then Ortigia against Marseille, another thriller, starting at 8:15. And that will be the conclusion of the 1st day of the 3rd double tournament. And once again, I lay stress upon the fact that the other action, so the Group B action from Budapest, will start on a Tuesday with the commentary of my colleague Attila Tóth. So from tomorrow, you will have the chance to follow a total of 6 top matches every day, Tuesday and Wednesday as well, from Group A and Group B on LEN TV. So can the Germans do a miracle here in Ostia? And the Polo Acquatico Frecciarossa. They are dreaming of Belgrade, of course, of the final tournament. And in case of at least a draw here against Recco, they will have a great chance to qualify for the great final tournament of this Champions League edition. Now the last 8 minutes in the game against Recco. And the Germans, for the first time in this match, win the sprint off. Sekulic gets the call. Strzelecki. And now that's a 6-on-5 situation for Spandau. Alexander Ivovic also has 2 major fouls to his name, just like Velotto and Fioli in the Italian squad. And what a goal again, Dmitry Holod, the Russian, who makes the equalizer, 7-0. An all-improving performance by the Germans. It was the second quarter, remember, by 4 goals to 2, but they won the last one. I mean, the previous one by 2 goals to 1. And now they scored the first goal of the last period. Dmitry Holod, who came from Dynamo Moscow in 2019. And actually he's the best goal scorer of Spandau so far. That's goal number 18 already in the whole tournament, the first one today. Echenike. And the turnover foul. The goal is disallowed. And can they take the lead? They haven't got the lead so far in this match, but now at 7-0 in the last quarter, they have the possession of the ball. Restovic. Strzelecki. Holod. 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So still 7-0. And Recco hasn't scored for a while now. Right after the start of the the third quarter, it was Ben Hellock who found the back of the net. And meanwhile, Restovic is out from Spandau. His first exclusion foul. And that was only the side of the net, so no goal. Still 7-0. Another missed chance by Recco. In the second half of the game, they only managed to score once. That was the goal from Benjamin Haddock. And now they can get in real trouble. Strzelecki. The well-known scenario. Finish the offensive play without a single shot. It's already an exclusion foul, and now a timeout called by Gabi Hernandez. The Spanish coach of Recco knows that that's a crucial moment for his team. Two-time world champion as a player, Gabi Hernandez, who won the title with the Spanish national team in 1998 in Perth, Australia, and 3 years later in Fukuoka as well. Sabadell, and then the Spanish national team. Also at the 2016 Rio Olympics. And he replaced Ratko Rudic, the bench of Recco. Denis Strzelecki is out of the game with his final exclusion. He's the first ejected player. And it's a 6-on-5 for Recco. Echenike. Oh, that's goal number 8 for Recco. They almost missed that, but in the end, it was Nicolo Figari who found the back of the net. 8-7 for Recco. And timeout called by the German head coach, Peter Kovacevic, head coach of Spandau, who was actually born in Kotor in Montenegro. But he also holds the French citizenship, and he's been the head coach of the Berliner team since 2014. That was a crazy year for Spandau when Andras Gyöngyösi was dismissed in April, and then Peter Rühle was on the bench of Spandau Fear. They managed to win the German national championship as well as the German Cup. And then Rühle, who is of course the team manager of Spandau, was replaced by Peter Kovacevic. Restovic. Dedovic. And they need to take some more risk. But that's a bad pass. Or I should say a great tackle by the Italians. It's almost at the halfway point of the last quarter. The Italians try to double their lead, but Baksha makes the save once again. Save number 8. And he's now on 50% regarding the save efficiency. 16 goals, at 16 attempts at his goal and 8 saves by Laszlo Baksha. And meanwhile, a great block by the Italians. So 1 goal each in the last quarter. 8-7 for Recco. But this match is not an easy one for a Champions League favorite. Mandic. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And the low pass, not the best one. It's another effort to make an equalizer by the Germans. Little more than 3 minutes into the clock. Chagai. And that's an exclusion. Power play situation for Spandau. Mandic with his first exclusion foul. Dedovic. Kolod. Chagai. And Bijac. A very important save by the Croatian goalkeeper. Only save number 4, but that means a lot for Recco. Because it seems because it's still 8-7 for the Italians, and now they have the possession as well. Fantastic game here in Ostia. And there's goal number 9 for Recco with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining on the clock. It's a 2-goal lead for the Italians. So the captain, Alexander Ivovic, makes it 9-7. His first goal of the third bubble tournament. All in all, it's goal number 9 by the Montenegrin international. Already 35 years of age, but still one of the best players of the world in Waterpolo. Also mental leader of the great Recco team. We are heading for the last 2 minutes of the game. Kiru. They need to score now. That's a free throw and excellent block by the Italians. And they can decide everything with another goal. 3-goal lead would mean, of course, a comfortable victory for Recco. Fioli. Younger. Ivovic. Fioli. And exclusion. Great chance for the Italians. And another timeout called by Gabriel Gabi Hernandez. And Marino Chagai is also out of this game, just like Denis Streleski. 2 final exclusions in the German side. And now, actually, they try to survive this situation. It's going to be really hard for them. Well, most probably it will be Hanover who have the chance, of course, to qualify also for the Champions League final tournament, as well as Duisburg, Potsdam and Spandau will qualify for the semi-finals of the German Championship. And it would be some kind of an extra for Spandau to qualify also for Belgrade here in the Champions League. They will still have 2 chances, 2 matches here in Ostia, the upcoming days here to do that. A great goal. A power play goal for Recco. Aaron Younger makes it 10-7. And now we can say it's all over for Spandau. Despite a heroic performance by the Germans, it will be Recco who's gonna win this game, the first one in the first bubble tournament in Ostia. And now the last minute of the game. Kolod. They're looking for a consolation goal, but it's a turnover foul. Younger. Mandic. Fiori. Mandic. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Maybe one last attempt. And the shot clock runs down, and of course the second timeout called by Petar Kovacevic. Peter Röhle, the team manager, said after the first 2 bubble tournaments that actually Stefan Piesivac is out of the team for disciplinary reasons, and they have 2 injured players, Sodegi and Stamm. So he said that we are traveling to Italy with a decimated team. However, we have great ambitions to take the win from the last round with us and still make it to the final 8. The team is motivated and the coaches are optimistic that they will accept this challenge and master it. Well, we can say that it's really Impressive performance so far by the Germans, who will play against Marseille and Ortigia Tuesday and Wednesday. At the last attempt of the game, and that's the final score. So Recco 10, Spandau 7. And Recco still has a 100% performance here in the Champions League. 8 matches and 8 wins. And they are now over 100 goals regarding the scoring sheet. They have a total of 102 goals, and they only conceded 49 times. Spandau remains in 5th place. But the big matches for the Germans will come, of course, on Tuesday and Wednesday here in Ostia against Marseille and Ortigia. So they still have the chance. To make it for the final year tournament. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back, of course, with the action from Group A here in Ostia. Juk Dubrovnik against Olympiacos Piraeus. The match starts at 5:45 local time. And that will be followed with the match Ortigia against Marseille starting at 8:15. So, we'll be back with the match Juk against Olympiacos.